to make these beautiful formal dress cupcake toppers. So follow along as I show you how to make these step by step. To make these cupcakes, you'll need a rolling pin, some lemon extract, black food dye, some disco dust, this is an optional extra, some white fondant, black fondant, pink fondant, skin colored fondant, a medium-sized heart cutter, a smaller heart cutter, a round cutter, a small flower plunger or cutter, something to emboss your dress if you would like, this is optional, a paring knife, a paintbrush, a pointed fondant tool, a ruler, and some cornstarch. Let's get started. Okay, so now we're just going to use some of that skin colored fondant. We're going to roll it out. And then we're just going to take the same size cutter as we did for our tuxedo. And we're just going to pull that right out. So now what we're going to want to do is we are wanting to create a neck and shoulder line. So what we're going to do is we're going to use this little heart cutter. It actually works perfectly for helping us create that. On this side we're going to do it this way, and on the other side we're going to do it that way. So we're going to start here. If you don't get the exact angle you want, just figure this is going to be the neck and that's going to be the shoulder. So you want to make them pretty similar. You're going to do the same thing over here. And then just going to kind of round the shoulders with your fingers. And then we're just going to take some of our pink fondant. I'm using hot pink here. You can use whichever color you like. And then we're just going to roll that out again. This is going to make the dress part of our girl topper. So we're just going to cut that right off. Side. And you can see how that lays over. Okay. If you'd like, I was showing you earlier, you can actually emboss it and it kind of gives it a more natural looking texture for a dress. So just press that down. And voila, you have a dress texture for your heart. Like I was telling you before, this is an optional extra, but I'm going to use a little bit of the disco dust to give it a really nice glittery effect. And I'm just going to put down some of this lemon extract on top of it so that it will stick really well. Otherwise, it kind of just flakes off. So we have that covering our dress, and we're just going to sprinkle some disco dust on top. Disco dust is technically, it's not edible, it's non-toxic, so there's a lot of debate over that. It definitely wouldn't hurt you, but probably don't want to consume it in large quantities. And the group that I'm making these for probably won't even eat the fondant decorations if they're adults, so I'm not really worried about it. But it's something to keep in mind. So for another detail on the dress, something that I really like doing is just adding a flower for corsage. And this is a little stamp cutter, so it's really nice and small, which is perfect for what we're doing. And then you're just going to want to put a little bit of water on the back of this so that it adheres to the dress, and I just put it on the side there. And then if you want, you can just put a little bit of pink fondant in the middle. Just a tiny little dot is really all you need. Right in the center there. Does not look nice? Now we're just going to add a little bit of water at the bottom of the torso so that our dress sticks really nicely. Just going to lay that over. And it's kind of nice to have the shoulders showing a little bit. It really accentuates the whole piece. This finishes our girl topper. Looks really nice. We have a couple of cupcakes here, and I'm just using teal frosting, but you can use whatever you like. You're just going to do a nice swirl topping. And you can put those right on top. And then we'll just stick the other one right on top of that. I hope that you've enjoyed learning how to make these fancy cupcake toppers, and I hope that you'll consider them for your next fancy event. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you again next time.